What's up, everybody? It's Chad. Alright, so today's topic is on mycotoxins. Now, what are mycotoxins? Mycotoxins are essentially a toxic mold. Now, I've been doing some research, watching various YouTube videos, and it can be overwhelming, but it's very, very fascinating about how much these various molds can affect both our physical as well as our mental well-being. And the part of the big reason that I'm putting this video out is because I actually figured that I may have been affected by mold but thought it to be something else. Now, what happens is these various molds, we can have them growing within our house and not know it. It's on various food sources, and the food sources is a really big thing because let's see, back when I was on my juice feast, I did a juice feast for 89 days. I work in a produce department. Now, I was putting out some conventional bananas one day, and my mind just started to I went off into outer space, and I really did not feel good. I actually forgot where I was for about 2 seconds. And I figured that that may have been a chemical exposure. Well, I was watching some videos by a man by the name of Dave Asprey, and the 2 lectures that I watched, I'll post them down below so you can check them out. He was talking about how he's very sensitive to mold and these mycotoxins. Myco, it's spelled M-Y-C-O, so it's, you know, myco like a mushroom, mycelium. He was saying that he was walking through a subway station over in England, and he could smell the mold, and that within a few minutes of being around this, he actually started to hallucinate, feel out of place. So obviously he's more of the extreme case, but he later goes on to say that some of the biggest culprits in our food in our food system that have these things are corn, coffee, chocolate, and bananas. So bananas are apparently a huge source of this mold. So if you do what I used to do, which was eat spotted bananas, you're actually potentially ingesting a large quantity of mold, which I think that day that I thought that I was reacting to chemicals may have actually been mold toxicity. Now, you know, to those of you out there who are, you know, detoxing yourself, it might be really kind of, you know, simple if you're looking at it and you say, oh, well, then you just detox it out of your body. But this throws a monkey wrench in it, at least in my view, because, okay, let's say you're getting lots of rest, you're taking herbs, you're eating a simplified diet, but oh, that simplified diet, you're ingesting mycotoxins at the same time, so you're kind of self-defeating. Plus, if you happen to be living in a house that may have mold growing in it, you're making your body more sensitive, but at the same time, you're still coming into contact with these various molds. Now, there are, you can have tests done, you can have rooms tested in your house to see if you do have these molds. I'm probably going to pursue that. I mean, I live in an older house, but yeah, I mean, just having mold growing within your, you know, your shower or whatever. And a thing that kind of blew my mind a little bit was when it was on the topic of how to clean the mold up, somebody had suggested in the crowd that, you know, what about using bleach? And apparently what happens is, and it makes sense in my mind at least, is that especially if you are cleaning in a tight area, when you use bleach, the sodium hypochlorite, which is the main ingredient in bleach, that evaporates. But what's left is water. So you're actually giving the mold a better chance to grow as a result of using bleach. So I haven't quite figured out what to use. He does mention in one of the videos that I'll post below that he rinses all of his vegetables. He takes a spray bottle and he uses straight vodka and I believe it was hydrogen peroxide, but don't quote me on that. And he spritzes his fruits and vegetables with it and then rinses it off like that and claims that it doesn't leave any aftertaste on there. So if I figure out that recipe, I'll have to go back and watch, but I'm gonna give that stuff a whirl. But it just makes me, I don't know, Socrates said it best, the more I learn, the less I know, and that definitely has been the case over the past couple days. And for those of you who are kind of familiar with Dave Asprey, his dietary suggestions are that of what is essentially paleo, but for the purpose of learning about these various molds and just hearing some of this information, which to me, like I said, blew my mind, I say just put aside your thoughts on what is the correct diet and just listen to the information, because you or somebody in your family may be suffering from these things. I mean, a lot of headaches, for instance, apparently are caused by all of these issues. And he's very, how shall I say, he's very keen on reducing inflammation in the body. And part of the reason that I did my juice feast was because I get severe inflammation in my hands and in my feet, and it's referred to by most doctors as chilblains is the name of the condition. But during one of his lectures, he shows that he starts talking about inflammation. He shows a picture of a foot, and it looked exactly like my feet get when they get inflamed, just like right on the toe area. And it's that my issue, not only not necessarily moving lymph as well as I could be, but it could be from the foods that I'm eating, which some of those foods I'm eating, I may be doing that to help move my lymphatic system, but you know, I'm creating this vicious cycle within my body. So, we'll see. I'll keep you posted as I learn more. You know, send me any questions, comments. Obviously, post your experiences down below, and I'll talk to you later. See ya.